The Nike archive is crazy. So they have a room, and it's all the collaborations that's like Nike's ever done.
There's one room that Nike has that has every collab shoe they've ever done.
Nothing ever leaves the vault.
PJ's first time signing his own shoe.
Yeah, well, I'm the only one outside the vault that has it.
When Michael Jordan himself saw you wearing those Sean Marion 5s, asked him where you got them. I don't even know if he has Sean Marion 5s.
I hit KD up like, yo, like they made these. He's like, yo, I only seen that, like 2 pair for him that day. It's an all black and red Jordan 3. Crazy materials, but it's like a 3M kind of shoe. I'm like, yo, those are crazy. He pulls the back tab down and it says, welcome back, D-Wade. It's like an unspoken, unheard of pair.
Oh, crazy work, PJ.
Why would you gatekeep that? Why, like, that's my thing, like stuff like that, why would you ever gatekeep?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Got Soul podcast. And we have the legend PJ Tucker on today. And that was a crazy conversation. He brought out some pretty nuts stories. Joey, what'd you think?
It's always great to see PJ. This is his third time, obviously, Got Soul. Miami, DC, now New York. It's unreal.
Signed these, his own shoe signed. It was a crazy podcast. So he talked some crazy sneaker stories. He had a lot of stuff to say. So make sure you guys watch the whole thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. And let's get into the episode. Hey, PJ, third time at Got Soul. What do you expect? You never did the New York one. This is the biggest one.
Is it?
It's the biggest one. Yeah.
No,
you did Miami and DC.
Miami, DC, New York, it's the evolution. It's time in New York for sure.
What we doing?
My brother, DJ Clark Kent, you already know.
Scars Pizza. Backdrop next. See the black backdrop right there?
You can mix it up, whatever you want. Yeah, easy. It's my first time seeing them in person, so.
Fire shoe.
It's a fire shoe. Not a lot of stuff that like really like get me hyped. These got me hyped. These are crazy.
This really what we're doing?
I forgot the navy pair. I got the navy pair like this too. UNC Championship 6. These. Got the Georgetown one too. They call it Summer Nights.
LeBron had never seen it himself?
No, I hit Brian. He's like, yo, what the fuck? What do they call them?
Both your mics.
Black song, Travis song, Tan Travis, the Marble.
All right, we made our way through the event, PJ.
Yeah.
Now it's podcast time.
Let's get it.
This is the second episode of the Got Soul podcast. First was Dennis Rodman, you're second, so.
All right. I thought y'all was gonna do it like out.
Nah, the volume would have been all
loud,
messed
right?
up.
Yeah.
We're filming, we're all good? PJ,
Yeah.
we're here.
Yes, we are.
Third time at Got Soul. What'd you think of that? That was New York Got Soul. How'd you feel about
dope. It was dope. It was good energy, like I knew it would be. New York, it's always like that.
I mean, this is your third. So how does it compare to DC and Miami?
Miami was mayhem. Miami was crazy. Me and Steph pulled up. That was all that. DC was cool too. Yeah. DC was. I like that location. It was cool. DC was a vibe, but you know everything's always better in New York.
You think that was your best one yet at Got Soul?
New York. It's just. I mean, anything going on in New York is always bigger, better.
It's true.
It's always like that.
It's very true.
You ever notice? Did you look at this?
I didn't open it. Tell me.
You see the clouds? It's clouds.
Okay.
Yeah, and then open up the box. We got the card, the card for the seat number.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to
cloud.
open it.
You don't even know the cloud. That's why I said.
PJ,
Put us on. Put us on.
Yeah, tell us about the shoe.
Man, this shoe, probably my funnest project yet. Just because you were able to bring back a classic shoe and really do whatever I want on it and really be able to pick materials, go through a few sample stages. It just kind of embodies me completely. So to be able to do the shoe is like crazy experience, but I just love looking at it. I just think it's a really dope shoe, the little details. Shout out to my brother Brandon, you know, helping me collaborate to pick out little small details to elevate the shoe. But it was just a fun experience, man. Just like I said, little details, doing the clouds and
even the card, like retros and stuff don't do cards like that anymore. That specific part of the shoe.
I remember like being a kid, like I used to like the process of like opening my box and looking at the
retro
card and like all like it was like it's an experience, you know. You storytell. To be able to storytell and give an experience with your shoe rather than just making something, you know, coming up with a colorway and just doing something, like really having a story behind it, the colors, the materials, you know, everything about the shoe. And it makes it personable. You know, that's what makes people want shoes.
And it wouldn't be right talking about the Flight 89s without, while mid-podcast I say,
Mid-podcast,
we get a little signature on them.
Okay,
for
cool.
a God Soul memorial piece.
Of course, of
I
course.
don't think I
Where
signed a pair
should we
yet.
sign it?
This might be my first. I don't think I signed a pair yet. Mark, I
All right,
signed
where
a
do
pair of those
you
yet?
think we should sign it? This is your first signed pair of your own shoe.
I've never signed a pair for anybody. I mean, I don't know why anybody would want me to sign them. I want them to wear them.
You're crazy. We have to have you sign it. I'm
I
framing
would
this.
prefer to sign the box. I want people to wear them. I don't want you to
No, I'm
just...
framing it. I'm telling you
I want
right
you to
now.
wear them.
I might wear it with the signature then. I'm a size 9.
I'm a size 9. You're a 9.5, so that's my size.
I'll take the insole out.
I'll put it on right now.
No, you gotta wear them, man. Forget that. I don't want no shoe that I just want to put up. Like, I hate that. Like, that's like go against everything I'm about.
Here, why don't I want this? You sign them, and I'll put them on my feet right now for the pod.
All right, I'll sign them.
All right, cool. Where should we sign it, Joe? Where do you
I'll
think?
sign
Maybe right
Wherever
under
PJ
swoosh?
wants. It's his shoe. He
Right
created
here,
Not
it.
on
right
the
here,
leather. No,
back pan?
no, we're not messing
Midsole?
the leather up. Yeah, it gotta be midsole. I'm
Midsole?
not messing the leather up.
we
Leather's
go.
too nice.
PJ, this is all you.
Leather's too nice. I'm not doing that.
It's legendary. PJ's first time signing his own shoe.
You got to do me one favor, though. You got to sign that other one so I don't look like I just got to
no, no.
scribble on one side. And I'll even throw them on for you right now.
Wow.
Toss those over.
Be careful.
As PJ said, he didn't want to have a shoe that people aren't going to wear. Put them on for you right now. Not the same blue as the T, but
Are you still getting the fit off, Joe?
Yeah.
Wow,
Let's do it.
that's crazy. Taking the orange lobs off. Okay.
straight to feet. Coming from Boston,
So,
these are
nah,
special to
those
us,
are
too.
special.
So
Dion's my dog.
Shout out Dion. Shout out Concepts. I got a cool story about
Concepts,
Concepts. People don't
yeah.
know this story. We've never told this on camera, actually. So we started Godsoul. I've told you before. We started Godsoul back in 2013. We were living in a trailer. We lost our house in a house fire. And we were just 2 kids that were trying to do something and put something cool together. Did our first event in a small little church. A couple hundred people come. We're like, wow, this is a crazy thing. Next one, we're going to do it again. Now it's 500 people. Then it's 700. And the first year, 2 years, we're kind of just grinding, making it happen, right? And we used to camp out at Concepts for all. Do you remember when they used to do a lot of like the runner collabs? So I think it might have been the 8-ball Asics or one of, we were camping, oh no, it was the Pistachio Concepts Asic collab. We were waiting in line, Joey and I were waiting in line, and my dad used to work the overnight shift. So he'd work from 11 at night to 7 in the morning, right? And the shoe would drop usually at like 10 a.m., right? So my dad, after he would get off work at 7 a.m., we're already in the city. He's like, oh, I'll just come say what's up to you guys real quick and then go home, right? So he came just like he usually would. And of course, we're still young kids. I'm probably 15. Joey's probably 17 years old. Pops shows up. We're waiting online. It's a packed line, right? It's hundreds of people. And my dad's standing out front of Concepts, just like arms crossed, just talking with a couple of people, with a cop and some random guy. And of course, as a kid, I'm like, Dad, like, can you go home? You know, like, we're just chilling, right? And I'm like, who's this guy he's talking to? And my dad starts walking up to me in line. And it's a tight line, like shoulder to shoulder. People are like, who's this guy walking up? I'm like, what's up, Dad? He's like, I just talked to the owner of Concepts and told him your story. They want to sponsor you. And this is when we had 700 people. That was it. It wasn't thousands of people. We were still barely out of the church. And everyone's like, what? What are you talking about, right? He pulls me out of line. I remember, at first I was just geeked because I got to cut the line. This was the day the Futura, not the Futura, it's like the futuristic 11s where it had like a 11 and then a mesh,
what is it?
A mesh upsole, and it had like the 11 sole. It was like a bread future 11. I forget the exact name of it. But 2 shoes were coming out that day, and I wasn't far enough in line to get the one that everyone really wanted, that exclusive one. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get in early and get the shoes. That was like what I was first thinking. And I walk in, and Tarek Hassan, shout out to the owner and founder of Concepts. He looks at me, I'm like a 15-year-old kid. He's like, your dad told me everything about you. I want to sponsor you guys. He was the first partner of Godsoul. Concepts was. They hooked us up with some shoes that we could raffle off. They helped us get some of our first guests. They helped us get DJ Clark Kent to Godsoul. So he was like the first like real big guest we ever had, courtesy of Concepts. And that was like a dream. Growing up in Boston, our family was actually, a family member of ours was the mayor of Boston growing up. So we were huge Boston guys. And that was the first partner we had that really helped put a legitimacy stamp on Godsoul. And it really just came from like, you know, my dad always said life's 90% about showing up, just being somewhere, having that conversation. So Concepts runs very deep. We've never told that
knowing
story.
Knowing your dad, that sounds about right. Like, yeah. Knowing your dad, knowing your pops, that sound about right, dog. It does. That's dope as shit.
So that's our original story of even who our first partner or sponsor was. So shout out to Concepts for sure. But Joe, you got these on feet. These
on feet right now.
He really
with the signature.
That's crazy. We need a close-up shot of that later.
That's dope.
Well, I got a little intro that I wrote out. Okay, got it. So today we're here with the NBA sneaker GOAT. This man has thousands of pairs of sneakers, so many pairs that he had to buy a house just to hold them all. He's worn some of the craziest pairs on the court, like Red Octobers and PEs that even Michael Jordan didn't know how he got. And on top of that, an NBA champion. Introducing the NBA sneaker GOAT, our great friend, PJ Tucker. Our second episode, PJ, thank you for being on the show.
100%, man. Gotta do it.
Okay, cool. Well, we already talked a bit about your shoe. I want to talk about that shoe that Joey has on feet now compared to your Kobe's. Mm-hmm. What are you taking between the two?
I don't know if I'm taking one over the other. Different shoes, different vibe. I don't think I ever wore my Kobe's casually. I only hoop in them.
A lot of people say you can't wear Kobe's casually. You only wear it on the court.
You can. I mean, you can. You can wear any shoe casually.
I mean, the kid inside the event ripped it off his foot and you signed it. So that was pretty crazy.
I see people wear them all the time, but I don't. Being a basketball player, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a shoe that I wear outside. You could. But this shoes, I think, for me, is more, where it translates more on and off court.
Right.
Flight 89 is totally different vibe.
Okay, so you're taking the Flight 89s. They say that.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
You didn't say that.
No,
they say comparison's the thief of all joy, so maybe we just don't compare them. We say they're both great.
I hate that. I literally just had a conversation about that yesterday with one of my best friends. I hate, like, as soon as, like, the USA game's over, everybody's, like, already, like, Steph Curry, top 5, or this, like, I hate that. Like, why can't we just enjoy the moment and be in the moment? You know what I'm saying?
Let people be great.
With shoes, with players, with everything, man. It's like people want to compare stuff so much. Why can't we just enjoy both and just bask in the beauty of both and just enjoy it while we're in it?
1,000%. So I got to ask you, going back to designing your shoe, what's it like actually working with Nike? That's every kid and every sneaker collector's dream. So what's it like to actually work with Nike?
It's cool when you first get into it and being able to design. Like, I've always wanted to be able to design. I was the kid I used to go on Nike ID and just make up colorways. Like, I would just do stuff all the time. Like, I ain't had
every
no money.
Kid in school did that. Yeah,
I had no money.
You weren't buying them. You were just making colorways.
I was just making
Me
them.
too.
I was like, what I would do. You know what I'm saying? And we used to just make colorways of every shoe. And back then, it used to be so many pairs that you could ID. Like, you could almost ID anything back in the day.
I missed that.
So, and then they used to do phases. Like, they would do, you know what I'm saying? You could do Air Forces. You could do Air Maxes. You could do, like, anything almost back then. Kobe's, everything. So that was a fun era. And you just make shoes. You just make colorways. And it's so funny that from that to being able to actually make your own shoe, the detail, right? Like, you have no idea how many leathers there are that you can put on a shoe?
I can imagine.
Like, when you really go through it, have an idea of colorways and using different materials, there's so much you can do. And that almost makes it, and that's where storylines come in, where you really, tap into like that, like what really inspires you and how you're inspiring yourself and others and what you really want to do with a shoe, right? You want to just make something, or you want to be something special where people can really connect with and, really understand you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think it is. It's like a bridge between myself and people and how we can connect with each other, in the interest of liking shoes. So working with Nike is always fun because they got so many people that really know how to draw like that inspiration out and being able to do stuff. So it's fun. It's a fun process. I love it.
I mean, we've talked about the Kobe's and the Flight 89s. What's next? Everyone wants to know.
Honestly, having conversations with, some of my closest people, I want to do something special like with Nike to be able to, and I haven't really talked about it a bunch with people, but just to be able to bring out all the shoes that people kind of forgot about. I think it's so many pair in the archives. I just came back from Nike not too long ago in Portland, and going into the archive room because they put my shoe in the new. It was the last shoe that they put. Room? Yeah, and it was dope. Crazy. I was there for it. It was cool. The collaborate. So they have a room, and it's all the collaborations that's like Nike's ever done.
Really?
They have a pair of every.
There's one room that Nike has that has every collab shoe they've ever done.
It's insane. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life. The Nike archive is crazy, first of all. Like,
Tell us
let's
about
just
it. The
start
people
there.
want to know.
It is like it looks like a random office building. You never know it's there. The windows is all tinted out, and you walk up and it has no signs. There's nothing on it. Nobody will ever know what this building is that don't know where it is because it looks like an office building. Like,
Really?
just with no name, no sign, no nothing. And you walk inside and it's like a shoe collector, sneakerheads fantasy. Like, it's like the craziest place ever. And the collaboration room, so it's a bunch of different rooms. And in the collaboration rooms, every collaboration Nike's ever done.
Wow. What are some of the craziest pairs you saw in there?
Everything was in there. Like every crazy pair ever, it was all there. Like the friends and family pairs, it's all there.
Like samples too?
Yes, bro. It was crazy. It was
Wow.
crazy.
Have
And
you
so
been?
my shoe got inducted that day. And I'm lying. That is the first shoe. That's the only one I ever signed. I signed that one to go in there, but nobody ever gonna get it. So.
All right, so
Yeah.
Nike got it for us, Joe. Of course.
Yeah.
We can't just have
It's
anything
in the
here,
room.
huh?
It's in the
Hey, well, I'm the
archives.
only one outside the vault that has it.
Yeah,
then.
they never
And
leave
the only
the
one
vault.
with it on foot too.
Nothing
so.
ever leaves the vault. So
That works out.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, that is crazy. That's every kid's dream.
No, it really was. Like it was crazy. Walking through that, it was like insane. And all the moments, like they got everything in there. The posters, it's like every moment they've ever done
Really?
and captured is all in this place. And it's
It's got to be a big office building to have everything.
I'm telling you right now, it's like nothing you've ever seen before. It's crazy.
Wow. It's like, you ever saw the Shoeseum?
Yes, but it's like that on steroids.
That's crazy.
Shoeseum on steroids. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Nike, of
it's
course.
It's like jerseys. It's like it's everything. Shorts, like
Wow.
everything.
Wow.
It's like Nike archive. So imagine how crazy that's gotta be.
That is crazy.
No,
I mean, there's stuff
nice.
that they have, but let's say players don't have. Circling back, we asked you about this before, but I got to ask you on the podcast. There's certain stuff that you'd think like, oh, wait, how do you not have a pair? How do you not have a pair? How'd you get that? When Michael Jordan himself saw you wearing those Sean Marion 5s, asked him where you got them.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has Sean Marion 5s.
But I mean, Mike has everything. Like,
No, but you think he keeps everything? He probably doesn't keep everything.
no, but you see him now. Like he just wears he don't like he can have anything. He has everything. It's not. I don't think it's a big deal of more like him not having. I think it's more of that wasn't, it never happened. That shoe was made. Sean Marion's about to be a free agent. They were trying to get him to Jordan, so they made him the shoes. Like it wasn't like it actually happened. So it's like a moment that
Right.
the shoe was made. And Sean signed back with Nike, so he never went. And last time I talked to Sean, he hadn't had a pair.
Wow. So Sean
he
Marion
didn't even have
the
them
shoe.
because they were made, but then he didn't go, so he didn't get them
Wow.
in the time. So
It's crazy
the
how shoes like
samples.
that sneak out of warehouses, right?
Yeah.
Like they make their way through.
Yeah,
Isn't
no.
that what makes sneakers so exciting, that they all have a story? Do you have any like crazy sneaker stories of a shoe you acquired or that you could share with us? Do you think that people would want to hear?
I don't know.
Or maybe a craziest thing you ever did to get a shoe, whatever it could be.
It's more from my man. It was the Stewie. The Stewie 6 is the craziest one for sure.
What
What
happened?
we went through to get that shoe.
Tell us.
As you know, that shoe's hard. Like that's one of the hardest shoes to get. It was a crazy find, and I forgot I got connected with the dude, but he had some like real wild. What else I get from him? I got the what was it? Oh, the KD Horse, the KD Horse 3. I got from this guy. He had that and the Stewie. I'm like, yo, like ain't no way. Like that's wild. And since I was 14, like I hit KD up like, yo, like they made these. He's like, yo, I only seen they had like 2 pair for him that day. But he was like, that was it. Like he didn't see no more pairs. So I'm like, oh, this got to be like a sample somebody like made, like somebody at Nike like made them for themselves or something.
Right.
I don't know how this guy got them, but like OG box, everything, like
So what'd you go through to get them? Like what?
Probably a lot of money.
a lot.
Is that
of-
what you mean
I
by a
paid-
lot?
No.
So what do you mean?
It's the
What'd you go through to
combination.
get 'em?
The money isn't the problem. Like that, it was the actually coordinated because this guy wanted cash and he wanted small bills and he wanted like all this stuff, and then he didn't want to meet up. Like he wanted to meet at somewhere random and it'd be nobody there. Like it was like rules. Like he wanted to do. Like he was like
Sketchy.
really super sketch. So it's like, yo, is this real? Like, you know what I'm
thought he
saying?
was trying to
This is
rob you or
sad.
something?
No, but he thought like I was trying to rob him. Like, he treating me like I'm not who I am. Like he like trying to like treat me like I'm like he think I'm trying to set him up or I'm trying to take him from him or something. Like he was super. So I had my best friend, assistant. He do everything for me. So he like, yo, he gonna drive to go meet this dude in the middle of like Texas in a small town, and like what was it, like a parking lot? It was a school, like an elementary school parking lot. Like it was. He wouldn't tell us till he got up there. Like it wasn't like it was literally like it was a process to the whole thing. Like it was crazy.
So you met in a school parking lot for those shoes?
In like Round Rock, Texas, like not fact,
In the
like
middle of nowhere.
Pflugerville. We in Houston. He drove all the way up there. Like it was crazy, dog.
Was it worth it?
Of course, that shoe's iconic. Like nobody, the Louis 6 is.
What was the price? Can you tell us? Roughly?
I never talk. You know, I never talk prices.
I know. We try to get
talking
PJ to talk
prices,
numbers
man.
every once in a while.
Talking numbers,
And now,
man.
is that the craziest pair in your collection, or is there like another pair that you?
Louis 6?
Yeah. Or is there another pair in your collection that you're like, oh, that's mine?
That's like that was just a rare. Like that's just a super crazy shoe.
So what's PJ Tucker's Grail in his collection?
I don't know if I have one. It got to be something like, just like an 85 OG 85 Jordan 1, like something like that. Like I don't.
Classic.
Yeah, something classic, because all the, everything's like waves. Like, I go through, I'm like everybody else. Like, it's stuff I like,
Changes.
Yeah, it changes. Like, it's not the same shoe. Like, it changes with time. And,
Speaking of 85,
Yeah, I was going to say.
got it right here.
yeah,
Joey gifted me that
1985.
pair.
yeah, that's dope. Oh, it's dope.
Do you think that's the greatest sneaker of all time?
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I think so.
I think so too.
Just the story behind, like, how it all went with Jordan and signing with Nike and then making the shoe and then it getting banned and, like, just the whole storyline and being born in 85 during that time. It's pretty dope. But
Being born in 85 in North Carolina too.
yeah, crazy.
Wow.
And my mom is a huge Jordan fan, so, I had to have him. She had to make sure I had him, so. My granddad bronzed them. Back in the day, y'all young, y'all probably don't remember. They used to like bronze shoes.
What's that mean, bronze them?
Like, so it's like it's like literally they bronze it, like metal bronze. They bronze the shoe.
Oh, okay.
And
He was a shoemaker, you're
They put it
saying.
like on it. No. It's like your baby shoes. You bronze them. See, your dad knows. See, yeah, it's like old. See, I'm showing my age now. But my granddad bronzed my Jordan 1s. It's like and it's like a little plate, like a little plaque kind of thing. And you like sit it up on your mantle or whatever.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, my granddad did mine like that.
Wow.
So yeah.
Do you remember the first time you met Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
What was that like? It's your hero.
Yeah, but he was hooping at UNC back in the day when he was still playing. He used to play pickup at UNC, and like all the college guys would be there. It was like crazy.
Was
and I was
MJ
young. I was super young. I was like 8th, 9th grade.
Was MJ the competitor even in practice runs like that they say he was? Was he going crazy? Or?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you hear the stories everybody tells. Like, I've never practiced against him like that, but I was there and I met him that day. But yeah, he's the ultimate competitor. It's well documented how competitive he is.
You're an ultimate competitor too. I mean, you've gotten into your fair share of scuffles. You've put your heart out on the court before. Is that what you think your edge is in basketball, is really just playing with the grit that you have? Where do you think your competitive edge comes in the game?
Just want to win, man. I want to win. I want to win everything I do. I want to win walking down the street. I want to win. I'm the guy that beat my kid every time he want to race or do something.
You're never going to let King win?
No, King ain't winning nothing. I'm not letting him win nothing. He got to earn it. He got to work. He got to put in the work to win. You can't just win.
It's going to be a sad day when he beats you in a 1v1 one day.
It is. I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. Because I know when he beat me, he really beat me. I ain't let him win.
Right. Wow.
Exactly.
It's true.
For sure. Build character.
Speaking of King, not last time you came to God's Soul, the time before, the first time, Miami, you picked him up some pairs.
Yeah.
Is he still that size, or is he keep growing up?
Nah, if King walked in here right now, you'd be like, yo, that's not the same kid. He's huge now, dog.
It's crazy.
He's big, and he's like a size 11 now. Like,
Wow.
remember that day? That was just
Size 11. He was like size
You
like
buying
4.
size 7 it was.
Dog,
Yeah.
he's a
Size 7.
7.
And that was
he's
June
out of
26, 2022. So that means he's grown 4
Yes.
sizes in 2
in
years.
2 years, 100%.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, but
that's
speaking
crazy.
about some shoes we got sitting here, a couple of shoes that you've played basketball, and this is one of my favorite shoes of all time. You say it's the greatest shoe in the last 20 years. We got a Yeezy 1 there. It's another great one. I'm obviously a huge Nike Yeezy guy. I got a pair on today. What's it like playing in the Nike Yeezy? You said the Red October is a good hoop shoe. What about the Yeezy 1? Is that a good hoop shoe?
Yeezy 1's not as good. I mean, obviously they're both not not hoop shoes, but you can play in them. Like they're sneakers that you can play in because they're high top.
Right.
So it's easy to play
Kanye's
in.
a big basketball player.
Yeah.
Have you met Ye?
No, I've met Ye in passing, but I've never like kicked with Ye.
Okay.
Like
Was it like an acknowledgement though? Like he knew obviously
what's
everything
up?
you got going on?
He said, what's up? Yeah.
Okay. You know, a huge controversial thing is like Adidas still selling those,
Yeah.
Kanye West sneakers after they drop him and then they still sell his shoes. Where do you stand on that?
That's crazy. I don't really speak too much on anybody else in
Right,
Denver,
no, I
you
get
know
it,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
No, I
But,
get it.
It's his. I hope he still be able to get paid off it because what he means to the culture and what he's done for the culture, I don't think anybody has impacted culture like he has. And people can argue about it all they want. Nobody. Kanye's like the father to a lot of people out here that's doing anything creative. If they say they ain't get something from Ye, they lying. Everybody got something from Ye.
1,000%.
Everybody.
Ye's my GOAT when it comes to the music world.
Music?
For me, I think Kanye West is the greatest musician of all time. Yeah, that's my hot take.
That's tough. He is a great for sure. The greatest, I don't know.
Who's your favorite? Doesn't even have to be the greatest. Who's your favorite musician of all time?
Musician? Jay-Z's my GOAT.
Jay-Z.
Me personally, yeah, I like Jay-Z. I mean, I think everybody has an opinion, and different people have different,
1,000%.
people affect them differently. Jay-Z, just for me, I like people I relate to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He rap about stuff that I'm into, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's deeper than just listening to somebody or like just liking somebody where you like feel like somebody. I like listening to people I feel like inspire me.
Right. Favorite Jay song?
Favorite Jay song? Tough call. I'm a B-side Jay guy.
Okay.
Like, I like the other stuff. That's tough. One song. Well, I listen to the most, Mark. That's a tough one.
You don't know?
That's tough. You know what? I love the dough. Yeah, I love the dough.
Okay. I'm going
Biggie.
Marcy Me.
Marcy Me? Marcy Me is dope.
Oh, he's saying he don't like that
The
one.
best ever? No, that's not his
I didn't
best.
say it was the best.
It's
I
just
said
your
it was my
favorite. Oh, it's your favorite.
Marcy
Okay,
Me.
yeah. Marcy Me's dope. Marcy
Yeah.
Me's dope. I'm like I like the old stuff though. With Biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my.
We had Funk Flex here yesterday. We were talking about all sorts of that
Oh,
stuff.
word?
He's a legend.
No, he's been around a long time.
Speaking of just all these legendary people, Kanye, Jay-Z, Funk Flex, etc., if you could collaborate with any person on earth, who would it be?
That's a good one. I would say Virgil, but rest in peace to my dog. Never been able to get a chance to do that. If I could pick anybody to collab with, oh, that's a really good question, dog. I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna say Pharrell just because he's another one like that. People really like he's been doing it for so long and he inspired so many people. Like he really a lot of dudes father out here. Like he really is like that. So
He's a legend.
I feel like he inspired me a lot early on and even to this day. It's not a lot of people I'm checking for. I'm always checking to see what Pharrell's doing, what he wearing, like everything he got going on. I'm always interested in seeing because I feel like he's always ahead of the curve and super inspirational. So I would just say Pharrell.
Yeah, Pharrell's a legend. People don't give him enough credit either. I feel like that's something that could happen in the future.
Yeah, no, I would like anything with Pharrell. Like Pharrell is always top of the list.
Yeah. Joey, what's on your mind?
Just thinking about all that LV stuff now that, Pharrell's doing and is a part of.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that being obviously the new direction of LV?
I would say that even before the LV stuff. Like if you asked me that before he signed on to do LV, I would have still said Pharrell. Like he's always been that guy. So I thought that was an easy, no-brainer hire for Louis.
Right.
To have him and such an iconic brand, like it's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Pharrell.
Nah, for sure.
Were you rocking the Human Races back when that was popping?
Nah, because it's Adidas.
Oh, so you're Three Stripes almost.
Adidas.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's talk about the
yeah.
Three Stripes. Or not Three Stripes. I mean let's talk about the swoosh, right? So
Yeah.
Nike right now it's just getting, it's a lot of people critiquing Nike. And one thing they're critiquing Nike is bringing back a lot of the OG pairs that people want to just keep vaulted. They're like, oh, don't re-release Galaxy KD4s. Don't re-release, Galaxy foams. Don't re-release Lost and Founds this way. Just do it in a new, What do you think about Nike bringing back all this OG stuff? Is there some things that you say that shouldn't be touched?
To each his own, man. I just, like I said earlier, man, everybody's so opinionated on such, like, topics that, even I've seen the articles, like, people is Nike, like, is it the downfall of Nike? Like, yeah, right. Like, let's, like, stop playing. Like, really, if Nike just shut down, people would lose their minds. Are you kidding me? Like, there's nobody as innovative and doing as much as Nike. It's an opinion. Like, some people want them to bring back Red Octobers and
I don't want it.
Some people do.
Do you want it? Do you want Red Octobers to come back?
People want a chance to be able to own stuff. They want people to bring back stuff that they couldn't get, and that's a normal human.
Okay. So you're fine with them bringing back stuff?
It ain't my decision, so I gotta be fine with it.
If you could bring back, if you were the head of Nike and you could bring back any shoe, what would you bring back?
Yeah, but that's what I was just talking about. No. That's what I want to do. I want to bring back shoes that people that haven't came back. Yeah.
So what's the one shoe you would bring back?
Like. I want to bring back up-tempo.
I was going to say up-tempos.
Like, all that, like, all the old flight up-tempo stuff, I'll bring all that back. I'll bring back it's so many pairs, for real. I want to bring back the Barkley Low.
Ooh.
The CB34 Low. Like, people don't even remember those coming in the Low. Like,
everyone likes the Barkley High.
Yeah, but the Low is crazy. The LWP Penny Flight, like, crazy, many. Just great hoop shoes that translate off court too.
They started to do it with like a pair that kind of takes inspiration from your pair too. Is the Air Check Challenge 2, one of Jonathan's
favorite shoes ever. Inspiration to this shoe right here.
Crazy, yes, that's one of the best.
I got like 6 pairs of Air Tech Challenge 2s. I love that.
Tech Challenge is a dope shoe. It's
so
like
good.
one of those ones that. In that moment, Andre X, like that. It was like that moment when you wore those, it was crazy.
Right. You're a student of this game, PJ, of course. What was it like being, because the sneaker game, obviously we've been in it for over 10 years now, but even in the time we've gotten in it, it was a lot more popular than it was back in the day. You told us the story about Cop and SBs had journeys for retail. What was it like those early days being a sneakerhead where it wasn't, nobody was doing it, but it wasn't popular?
Yeah.
What was that like in the early days?
It was like the same, it's so funny. I was just talking about this. In the town where I'm from, Raleigh, North Carolina, there's only like 3 or 4 places that we used to really cop from early on. And back then, the releases were normally on like Wednesday mornings or Saturday mornings. And like literally my mom would take me and I would go before school. But if it was a Saturday, I would go myself. But it was the same dudes in line.
Every week.
Then, yeah, because everybody wasn't in the shoes like that. It was a lot of people. We from North Carolina, that's always been a thing. Copping kicks, like Get Fresh, copping kicks, like Jordans back then. Jordans was everything. But literally waiting in line, release dates, like getting there at 5:30 in the morning and standing at the door waiting in line. Like that was me every drop. Like
you're talking to the right 2 kids, because funny story that not a lot of people know about. Before we started Got Soul 11 years ago, that's how we actually got into sneakers, was camping out. We'd have a pre-order business called Got Soul. We got Soul. And we would have, just an average-looking website, and people would,
It wasn't average-looking. It was terrible-looking. It was a big cartel website.
Yeah. Just pre-order. Like, pay $40 more, and then the retail price, we would take, for example, $40 more. We would take 20. We would give 20 to our friend to sit next to us in line. Right? And we would get a bunch of pairs. And our local
that's
mall.
The new era of stuff, though. Like, back in the day, everybody was in line to wear them. It wasn't like, them. See, y'all are like the
they
kids.
Were hating on us.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's like the new wave, like your age group. It was more like y'all seen it as a business, and that's why I think the shoe game and the culture just took off, like, during y'all time. But early on, it was like, we waiting in line to get these for me. Like, if you don't got a size 14 in there, what am I doing?
Well,
like,
the whole inspiration for me in the beginning was, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to get 5 of my buddies to wait so they could pay to buy my pair. Like, if I make 30, 40 a pair, that's adding up to the 160 for my bread fours. You follow what I'm saying?
That's what I'm telling you. Y'all way more innovative than us. We was waiting in line to get one. I just need one pair. I don't need more than one. I just need this pair right now to be on my feet, and I'm about to go straight to school. The box ain't gonna make it home. I'm about to dump the box. I'm lacing them in the car. My mom dropping me off. I'm late the first period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was the best. You had
But
the new
now
shoe.
I'm walking in. Everybody already know. They're like, oh, them joints, they dropped today. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was I remember buying the Space Jams and wearing it. I couldn't wait to hoop in them. Bought them that day to play in the game.
In 96?
Bro, the Space Jams.
That's 96
What year
first
they?
release.
No.
Yes, it is. 96, then 01.
When 01.
Come on,
01
you act like I'm not a student of this game,
Yeah,
too.
but I wasn't in high school in 96. I ain't that old.
You were 11.
Yeah.
You said
I was a sophomore year. And we hooped on them in the game the same day they dropped. Like
Wow.
that was like
01
a
Space
thing.
Jam.
Yeah, back
That's with
then
the face box
it was
too,
getting
retro card.
it was
Come
getting
on.
shoes to actually hoop in.
Right.
Like it wasn't like getting shoes to do nothing else. It started like watching Jordan hooping shoes. It was like, yo, I gotta hoop in those. Like that's the inspiration.
So I got to ask you then. You're talking about those early days of I was just waiting in line to get mine. The game has obviously changed a lot. There weren't events to this scale of thousands of people and millions of people online looking at it. I have to ask you, do you like the place that the sneaker game has gone to? And then additionally on top of that, where do you think the sneaker game is going next?
That's a good one. I just see it as evolving. It's an evolving door. I don't think any way is better than the other. I don't even know what I would have did if the shoe game was like it is now back then. Like I would have lost my mind. Like I lost my mind back then. But if it was like it is now, like my mom would have probably killed me. Like because I would do anything for shoes back then. So it's interesting. I think a lot of it's gonna be predicated on what can be done next, like what people are doing next. If people still, making stuff that, is making people want to have stuff, want to wear stuff, want to buy stuff. I think the obvious problems with the resale, that's always going to be an ongoing thing.
Said problems with resale. Listen, we don't got any problems with resellers.
Yeah, of course you don't. Of course you do not.
No problems here.
But I think that's a big question mark on how that's going to continue to go and how sneaker companies are going to continue to make more pairs and some stuff because they feel like
right.
Nike's
trying to make a difference now.
If you're going to spend 1,000 for those, then we're going to make a whole bunch more of them if people want them that bad. So
right.
I think that's going to have a big effect on how things go going forward. But with sneakers, it's all possibilities, and I think anything can happen. So I'm always excited.
And you're a big swoosh guy, obviously, but, the one thing that you have said time and time again at Got Soul is that the Nike Monarch is the worst sneaker of all time, right?
Yeah.
That dad-like looking shoe. What's your thoughts on, speaking of the sneaker game now, the New Balance and Asics and everything like that kind of taking over?
I love it. I'm a fan of both.
Just not the Monarchs.
Not a Monarch.
It's just the model. It's the silhouette.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Okay.
I don't like this one. I like they tried to bring them back and people tried to make them cool and they still wasn't cool. Like, I don't care. You could do whatever colorway you want. You can do anything to that shoe.
Meanwhile, Gabe's in the control room with his Asics on. Like,
no, that's not the Monarch, though. That's not that. Those are dope.
The
I like those.
The Monarch, they're trying to do different colorways of it.
Yeah. Remember they tried to have a moment with the Monarch.
Oh, they tried to do there was like a
somebody did them.
A collab.
Yeah, somebody
tried
to. No, those shoes are terrible.
There's nothing they're doing to bring the Monarchs back.
But I like even New Balance. I love like Joe Fresh Goods.
Shout out Joe.
My boy, my dog Slade's one of the most fire dudes.
Right.
Everything Slade touches is fire. But all his collaborations and stuff he's doing with New Balance is fire. Steph just made some dope Asics. I love Steph Asics. Like I love that. That's
dope.
What it says.
So obviously you're the sneaker goat of the NBA. That's not a debate. Everyone knows that. Did you aspire to be that?
I don't know. I don't. It's not.
Was it ever you said you're a competitive guy earlier.
Yeah,
so was it ever competitive to you with sneakers though?
Yeah, playing basketball. Sneakers never competitive. It's all for the love. It's for the love of sneakers, for the love of the game. I ain't never tried to shoot somebody.
Right, okay. So that was never something you were competitive with. There's a lot of guys in the league who could dress. Who do you think's got the best style in the NBA right now?
Everybody. Everybody that's wearing what they want to wear. Like,
give us an answer. Who do you like style? Anybody? Nobody?
I like everybody, for real, man. Right. Everybody that's doing it, is doing their thing. Obviously, everybody with the ratings of, like, first, like, all the Instagram stuff, like, It's cool. I like my guys. Like Russ does it. Russ always.
Russ has the best style in the NBA.
Russ just does his thing. He does
Right.
what he wants. That's why I always like Russ do what he wants. He just like he want to dress. He don't care what you think. He gonna do him, and I love that. Like that's how I wish everybody would always be like that.
I'm taking Shay as next up.
Yeah, like Shay does his thing. Like he's, for the young guys, that like he does his thing. He dresses how he wants. He does his thing, and so I respect everybody that's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I do. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear when I want to wear it. I don't care if you like it, you like it, you like it. I'm gonna do me. So anybody's doing that, I'm with you, regardless of what it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you about basketball. You're an NBA champion.
Mm-hmm.
What sneaker did you wear to win the championship? And just what was it like in general, winning that? What was that feeling?
Kobe 6s.
What 6?
Which ones I had on? I had the Red October inspired ones.
And you were intentional about that? That was the shoe you wanted to wear to win the championship?
I just love that shoe. Just like I love Red Octobers. That's why I did that. Kobe 6 is one of the best basketball shoes ever.
What was that like, winning the NBA championship?
It was crazy. It was crazy. It's something I've been fighting to do for, almost 20 years. That was my 16th year. I went a long time without making the playoffs. Like I went like 8 years without making the playoffs. So to actually start making the playoffs and be in the hunt, with teams that actually win it and being able to chase that and going from situation to situation, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Your journey.
You got to adapt your role, too.
Yeah, the journey and the role in that journey is always important. It's something that, guys or people don't really know. Like you see guys sign for contracts and all that kind of stuff, but when you're in the trenches and you're really out there fighting, trying to win and truly win, the selflessness that has to come in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's when it's about the team, not about yourself. When you're able to achieve something like that, it bring all that out. Like you literally, it make you hungry for more. Like you just want to pause. Like you really just want to win after that. It's hard to play and not be really playing for a championship. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, got it. Joe, any questions? I got a couple sneaker games I want to play, but any questions?
I was just going to touch one last question with basketball. Is there anyone, you got a game coming up. Is there anyone that, not you were afraid of, but you were like, okay, we're about to get into it tonight on court?
What do you mean? Like
hardest player to guard?
Yeah,
in the
just
NBA.
you were.
Like somebody to
guard
somebody?
You know you were going to battle that night.
Oh, I mean, every time I play KD.
Right.
Yeah,
There's that famous clip with you and KD's mom talking back and forth courtside.
Yeah.
You said, "I love you, mom," something like that, right?
Yeah.
You ever talk to KD off the court about that?
About that? No.
Just about the moment, or just all you guys back and forth? It's all love with KD?
That's my brother.
Oh, okay, cool.
All love. That's my brother. It's different. We don't talk about anything like that.
Okay, so once it happens, you put it behind you. It's not like a.
Oh man, that's like really my brother in real life. So it's not like.
I think KD4 is one of the best silhouettes in the last
100%.
10 years.
100%. KD4 is iconic.
Maybe we can pop up a few screenshots of Jonathan's old collection. Jonathan had every single KD4 colorway.
Yeah,
14 years old with probably 20 pairs of KD4s.
KD4 was all that, bro. That's definitely an iconic shoe for sure.
Okay, let's get into some of the GOATs. You already said GOAT shoe, 85 Jordan 1, or?
Yeah.
Okay, GOAT shoe, 85 Jordan 1. Yep. GOAT sneaker collector.
That's a good question. Oh, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go with Croatian style. I'm going with my dog. I'm going with my dog Dre, man.
We saw Dre's spot. It's crazy.
Dre's spot is crazy. And Dre really love it, man. Shout out my dog, man. He really, really, really got some stuff, man. He got stuff people never seen before, like the mythical stuff where people really like he got some. For real.
Yeah, Dre's whole spot is crazy. We did a video there. Yeah. And just some of the stuff, the crazy part about Dre's collection is that he doesn't just have heat. He has pairs from the 80s, 90s, dead stock that you don't even know what type of shoe that is. I've never even seen this model.
Yes, Dre's one of them.
But then he's got the real heat, too. Two pairs that stuck out to me from his collection. He had the Grammy Yeezy 1.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Yeah. And Ray Allen 11.
Which Ray Allen?
The red and gold.
He got that. 11. Yeah, he got that, but he got
the black one, too.
He got Dre, Elvis, not confidential, me saying this.
No, we got a whole YouTube video on our channel.
That's my bro. He's got a Ray Allen from he got the pair that they made for Juwan Howard of the Ray Allen.
Oh, he showed us
Oh yeah,
that.
with the 45.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like stuff people never even like know
Heard
is a
of.
thing.
Shout out Juwan Howard.
Yo, that's my OG. 100%.
The pair that stuck
Shout
out
my
to
dog.
me in that collection, I don't know if you remember seeing it when obviously you've been there probably a few times, is the Kobe Jordan 8 that Kobe
Yes,
wore
that he
in
actually
the
wore.
famous picture against Jordan.
He just got him like casually like sitting there too. Yeah, that's those. Like,
Shout out
Dre's
Dre.
crazy, man. No, you
guy.
know what pair he got? This is the one. Well, he really got me. He's like, yo, PJ, I got like this is. I'm like, what you got, bro? He goes up like in the corner somewhere. He grabs this box. It's an all black and red Jordan 3. Crazy materials, but it's like a 3M kind of shoe. I'm like, yo, those are crazy. He pulls the back tab down, and it says, welcome back, D Wade. It was a pair that Jordan Brand made for D Wade, thinking that he was signing back. But that's when he actually left and went to Converse. But the shoe yo, I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, to even know the story behind, like he knew everything about it, but like that pair, I've never seen that pair, never heard about it. It's like an unspoken, unheard of pair, and it's insane. And he would not let me get those. I was trying to get
You were
those.
trying to buy them off him?
Because at the time, I was on the Rockets, and it was the Rocket colors. I'm like, yo, Dre, I gotta hoop in these. Crazy, crazy pair. But they made it for D-Wade. I don't know how Dre got
Wait,
it.
so what's the
I gotta hit Dre to get a picture of those.
Yeah, I got a picture of those.
Okay, so we didn't get it from P then.
Yeah, I got the picture.
what's the craziest pair you picked up from Dre then?
Ooh, I got a lot of shit from Dre over the years, man. From I hooped in the what the LeBron 9,
Oh,
which that was back a few years ago. Like that's still a pretty crazy pair, right?
are you kidding me?
It's
I don't
iconic.
know.
Iconic.
Is it?
Why
Okay.
would it not be?
I don't know. I don't know if they like released it.
I don't care.
or-
That what the LeBron 9 is.
Yeah, that
crazy.
shoe's crazy.
So what the LeBron 10?
I wanted.
that
Yeah, the
9
10
is.
was dope. The 10
But
was
that's
dope,
not
but
the
the
9.
9 was like
Yeah.
the 9 was super rare, never released.
I think the 9's LeBron's best silhouette in my opinion. What do you
No way.
think?
No.
What are you going with? 7s, I'm gonna guess.
I like playing in this 15 or 16. Which one had the whole fly knit upper? I think it's 16 or 15. I like hooping in
Oh,
those.
the one that did the Kith collab too. That model.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love
good
that.
model.
That was a good hooping shoe. That was probably the best one hooping.
Visually.
But no, I'm going with the first one. That first one
Zoom
was
Generation?
the Zoom Generation.
Really?
I like those. I like the 25 and 5s, and I like the 6.
Wow. Okay. Some good picks. All right. So
Yeah.
going back to the goats, who's the goat sneaker designer?
Come on, man. That's easy.
Tinker.
Come on, that's not a question. That's without a doubt.
Okay. Who's the goat sneaker collaborator?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know if it's a GOAT. I'll say that's a good question. It's hard to go against Travis because all of his stuff has pretty much been, it's just fire. Like everything he touches, and I not get the hype beast element, but I feel like the detail and the stuff he does, he always kills it. So I'll say Trav.
All right. Shout out Trav. We need Trav at God's Hole one day. Trav, I know you and P are boys. Come to God's Hole. It's been close a couple of times. Come on. We got the gold Travis Scott head in there and everything. So, come on. I'm going
good
with
luck.
Kanye, though, personally, though, Travis. I do love you, but I'm saying Kanye, GOAT sneaker collaborator
easy.
for me.
Yeah, it's easy
But
call
Travis,
too.
top 3.
It's 10 people you can
Right,
name, and
100%.
nobody can argue with
Okay.
you. It's so
I
many.
get it.
Yeah.
GOAT clothing brand.
GOAT clothing brand. I don't know. I like Bottega Veneta. Bottega's my favorite.
Bottega
so.
Veneta. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just roll with that.
I'm going to give you some some designers, some sneaker collaborators, designers, and you tell me your favorite shoe by them.
Okay.
Travis Scott.
The Friends and Family 4, Purple 4.
Purple 4. Kanye West.
The Louis Kanye, what is it? The one with the pink sole, the Jasper?
The best.
Crazy. Moses was wearing those when you linked up with him.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even see. He's
like,
got crazy.
I got
content
like
today. Okay, we
6
got to
pair
talk
of
to
those.
Moses after
I got
this.
so many pair of those.
Best LeBron James.
The all black glow in the dark LeBron 9. It's like 1 of 3
Okay.
sample pair. I got
Wow.
them, so that's all I know.
Okay, of course you do. Best Kobe.
Kobe 4, hands down, best basketball shoe ever.
Okay, best Virgil shoe.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna roll with the gold. I love that all gold with the brown LV. That's the one for me.
Okay.
That's the one. I love that shoe.
All right, cool. We'll do a couple copper drops then, and then we'll get out of here. All right?
All right.
All right, let's see. Copper drop. Freddy Krueger SB.
Depends on the price.
Depends on the price.
You almost pulled the trigger inside the event.
No, I'm gonna get those from him. That's happening.
He said depends on the price because he's going to get it from you.
Yeah.
Adidas Kobe 2.
Oh,
It's a controversial one.
I'm not dropping nothing Kobe ever does, but I don't like that shoe. So I'm gonna say cop just because it's cold.
Okay.
Now, this is what I was going to ask you this earlier, but very creative sneakers in the space right now. This is the Mischief Jesus sneaker.
Lil
Yeah,
Nas
it's the
X.
one with like the holy water.
Yeah,
in it.
Holy water, the whole
Yeah.
thing, Bible scripts all over it,
Yeah.
with like a cross hang tag.
Yeah. Somebody hit me up about those. I'll cop.
Okay. The Devil sneaker. The inverse of that.
That's not happening.
Drop. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, you've told us this one. This is an easy one for you. Panda Dunk.
That is a major. Both of those just don't even.
Okay. Next one is a good one. Your boy, KD, Nerf KD4.
A major cop.
Coming back out.
Major. Didn't they?
No, they just dropped, right?
They just dropped.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
You don't think that shoe should drop?
No.
Why?
And I don't even have it. I'm a
Why?
gatekeeper. with
Why
certain
would
things.
you? Why
I'm
would you
sorry, I'm
gatekeep that? Why?
gatekeeping.
Like that's my thing. Like stuff like that. Why would you ever gatekeep? Katie's
good.
Katie's
Like
still
Galaxy Phones should
playing.
come back out?
Like yeah, bro. Like
Crazy work, PJ.
I don't listen. People like if you want like people like to really. I think to really be, more people to be in the sneakers and the sneakers to keep growing, you got to bring back classic stuff that people was, maybe I was too young or whatever. I couldn't get them back then, and you bring them back, and somebody get a chance to live their dream of having a shoe.
I think it's just.
don't
I
wanna-
think the Nerf KD though is just one of those pairs. I remember Jonathan and I growing up, and you definitely remember it too when it came out in that big mag-sized box with the
Yes,
hoop,
I
with the
still
ball.
got it.
That was
Yes, I
crazy.
still got the box, the sample of it. Yes, 100%. But bro, you gotta let people have a
fine.
chance to have that.
Fine. Travis showed you this shoe early. Travis Scott trainer.
Yes, fire.
Controversial one. Cool Kai. Sued by Nike. It's a whole thing. Copper drop Cool Kais.
Oh, I'm not getting fined by Nike. I'm not doing it.
Okay, drop.
I'm
Drop.
sorry, Kai. No disrespect, but
All right.
they
Yeezy
ain't
foam
taking
runner.
no more money from me. Those are a big drop. Those
Big
are
drop.
terrible.
Okay.
I hate those shoes.
Yeezy pod.
Those are drop. I'm not wearing none of that.
Okay. Big red boot.
Drop.
Last but not least,
I'm not wearing.
PJ Tucker Kobe.
Those are, come on, man. Easy cop, clean colorway, man.
Beautiful.
Big cop.
Okay. Last question of the whole night for you. First, before we get into this, I want to give you your thanks. Thank you so much for obviously being a part of the show. It's all love. You have so many fans. You have basketball fans. You have sneaker fans. You had people in there, sign this, sign that. What message do you have for all of your fans?
Man, enjoy your kicks, wear your kicks, wear what you love, buy what you love, only buy what you love. Don't be influenced by people, what's hot, what's not. You see something you like, get it, wear it, enjoy it, live your life, man.
Okay, cool. Well, PJ, we love you. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure as always. And we've done 3 God Souls, but we got to do a 4th soon.
we got to go somewhere different. We're going to do it again. We got to go somewhere like different.
All right, let us know what city you
Do
want to see
something
PJ
different,
in then.
man. It's always fun. Pleasure, my guys.
My God, PJ, appreciate you, brother.
You already know.
Until the next one, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.